quickly in a 3-and-out. Weapons brought to you by Team Ruckus today. At wide receiver, Ace Miller. Running back, Alonzo McQueen. Outside linebacker, Rayton Collins, along with wide receiver, Terrian Jackson. Quarterback, Ryan Phillips. Wide receiver, Braden Joyner. Mid linebacker, Gerald Carr. Safety, Caden Weirdlow. Two quarterback options in Elijah Thomas and Jackson Thompson. Thomas out of Florida, Thompson out of Texas. Juice Crooks. Brian Terry, James Smith Jr., King Boston out of North Carolina at running back. Maybe one you got to watch out for indeed. Along with running back compliment Jaleel Bryant out of Florida. The boys get bigger up front as you got D tackle William Breckers, Kyrie Mitchell, Dash Harrison, Aiden Harris, Wesley Barnett, Roy Gonzalez, Trey Marsh, and Jeffrey. Oh, and quickly starting off around the left side. Let me show you my speed. Okay, give me the move. And cuts back, changes direction and across the 45 and very close to a first down on the first play from scrimmage. Team Ruckus looking to stretch the field in the ground game and effectively does so on the first play. Make sure you turn it up till you burn it up. It's getting right up in here. Third grade football action. Streamed to you live by Gridiron Productions. Here in the first quarter, Team Ruckus' first possession and first play. Good for 10 yards to start things off. Nice snap. Hands off, well executed. Comes around the right side. Got daylight. Bounces all the way to the edge. Stretches the field. And will take it across the 50 and out of bounds near the 47-yard line. Great energy offensively and defensively so far from Team Ruckus. Team Ruff got off to a little slow start, 3-and-out on the first series. Let's see if their defense can break this momentum that Ruckus is coming out with. As this the first of a great collection of games here today. Inside handoff, bounces to the edge again. Got room around the 45 to 40, and here goes the speed. Turns it up and out of bounds near the 30. Takes a shot. And we'll have a nice pickup, but that may be a flag. Let me see. I tell you what, the chain crew is definitely going to move a lot today. Typically in younger and lower grades of football, you want to take advantage of the idea that speed kills, as many of the younger players defensively still learning their nuances on how to take good angles to the ball carrier. So first of all, it's having enough awareness to have an idea of what's going on, to know where the ball is and not be deceived at the line of scrimmage. But secondly, to be able to pick and take good angles to the ball carrier to limit plays. So that infraction took place at the end of the play and benefited them to the tune of 15. So that may have been a late hit, and that will lead to a timeout by Team Ruff. Coach Mike Allison wants to talk about it. 0-0 to score here in the first quarter. Our first official timeout. You are watching the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase, third grade level. We'll be back in just a moment. Let's run an ad. Blonde Solutions. Find out more. RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. Why don't you get some of that good football? Voice Sports. Viewing our youth consistently everywhere. Sports is what we do. And that's why we bring it to you. QB1, you want to be a starter? Get right and get with my man. And of course, the top of the totem pole, Gridiron Productions live streaming LLC, Florida Youth Athletics. Find out more, the gold sponsor of RnR Sports Media. You're watching the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. As we return to the action here in the first quarter, 0-0 to score. A nice drive to get things going for Team Ruckus as they make their way down the field and come out in the shotgun. Handoff and pushed back by the second level of that defense after he crosses the 15-yard line. Forward progress should take him to about the 14. And indeed, that's where they will spot it. Third grade action as Team Ruckus tries to build on the momentum that they came in with from snap. This their first possession offensively and moving down into the red zone as Team Ruff has their backs against the wall. Coach Mike Allison coming out of the timeout to regroup the team as Team Ruckus breaks the huddle. Shows it to him, and the quarterback will keep it. Bounces to the outside. Good jab step. Excuse me, sir. And I'll take that up to the 9-yard line. The quarterback got scales. Number 9 on the carry. That would be Jackson Thompson out of Texas at quarterback. Beautiful plant foot, as well as a nice jump cut on the outside edge. Shows you his versatility. Able to pick up 4. Moves the football down to the 10-yard line here on the first drive of the day. Substitutions coming in and out for Team Ruckus. Team Ruff defense start today's game off backs against the wall. O-line comes out, creates their spacing. Thompson, the quarterback, takes the snap. Again, shows the plants his foot, throws. Bang! Outside shoulder and unable to connect with his intended receiver. But showcasing he can get it done with his legs and his arms. Boy, it's nice, I'm telling you. Once again, a lot of photos, videos, and live streams set to come your way as RnR Sports Media does it like nobody. Thompson comes back out, looking to see if they can capitalize on this play. Ball on the 10-yard line. Offensive line has done pretty well at keeping Ruff out of his face. They'll send a man out wide. Quick snap. Gets away from one defender. Stretches the play and won't get away from a second. Nice open field tackle. Excellent way to come up and make the stop. And that defense shows how stingy they can be. You can have some, but you're not going to get it all. And that play will go for an 8-yard loss. And Team Ruff will send their offense out onto the football field. Still in the first quarter of action. That timeout may have been very pivotal as Mike Allison was able to get his defense over to the sideline so he could talk to him, which led to a stop deep in their red zone. Now as they set to come back out onto the offensive side of the football, we got flags pre-snap. That looks to go against Team Ruckus. And indeed, it will hurt them for 5. So now, instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and a nickel. The morning jitters and the early concerns starting to shake off as they realize they back in the combat zone. The players will start to settle in. And as the game develops and evolves more, the comfort level with the level of play is going to be a factor by the time we get to halftime. Good snap. Looking for somewhere to go. Quarterback is under serious harassment. Nice way to come from the outside edge and get to him quickly. This Ruckus defense is not pulling up. That'll send him back to the 23-yard line. And Coach Allison wants to talk about it. Got to stop the bleeding as that Team Ruckus defense comes for you. Timeout on the field. Let's take a commercial break and find out more about our incredible sponsors. Certified sponsorship. Find out more about it. Get your certified scholarship. Find out more. Find out more today. You know how we do. LLLP. Find out more today. Certified scholarship. Prerequisites to be eligible indeed. Hashtag get live. Submit your essay today. More than just football, giving back to the community. As both teams switch sides, we are in the second quarter of action now. As Team Ruff sets to continue their momentum, gets a low snap, hands off and then up, ball on the ground, ball on the ground. Team Ruckus in the area, but Ruff will retain possession, and that will go for a more than 6-yard loss and move them back to the 9-yard line. Once again, shouts out to Team 100. My man, Coach Cat Allen Thomas, representing, of course, for RnR Sports Media. My man, Isaiah Fleming, 302 Elite Athletes. My man, Darian T. Green, representing for the Seal. My man, Coach Ty, representing for Ubora Films. And, of course, yours truly, Voice Sports in the place to be. We're going to bring it to you here in the second quarter of action. Team Ruff takes the snap low, throws it to the flat, got his man, wide receiver screen, cuts upfield, and surrounded by lime green defenders, he will go down after a pickup that'll advance at maybe 5 yards up to the 14-yard line. So trying to put things together and unable to do so, both teams will move to their sidelines as Team Ruff will defer, giving Team Ruckus possession of the football at the 45-yard line after the walk-off. Again, this team here on the third grade level for Ruckus has come in with early momentum in this so far, having a couple of good plays, but neither one able to get that splash play they're looking for. And that's more so attributed to the outstanding matchups in between. I think for the most part, and what we've seen so far is Team Ruckus has had the energy coming out as Team Ruff, more so getting off to a slow start. I think they will be able to continue to build in confidence and momentum as the day goes by. This series right here for Team Ruckus could be a very big one, given they don't get a splash play. So this defense for Team Ruff has to get up on their grind. Quarterback change at the signal caller position for Team Ruckus. Good snap. Handoff. Oops, excuse me. And tries the right side and won't go far at all as Team Ruff defense able to step up and seal it off. Number 99 in on the play for Team Ruff. Jordan Blackshear out of Florida. This young man got an engine on him. Always nice to see that kind of speed from a defender. Second down. Whistles on the play, pre-snap. Confusion on the Team Ruckus side. Will lead to the coaches talking about it a little further. Tight end Deion Thomas out of Georgia shifted the power side. Definitely one you got to watch. Good snap, hands off. Tight end in the round, got a lane that he can scoot. Nice run. Will take him across the 40 up to about the 36, there's a 37-yard line before he's brought down. Beautiful lane that will allow them to keep the chains moving. Single back, big package, and tries to toe tap. You can't dance around in front of them Ruff boys. They don't play like that. They'll serve up a bowl of shutdown soup. Bring that play to a close quickly. Like I said earlier, as the game continues to progress, the confidence level of Team Ruff will continue to build as they continue to blend and mesh. These teams literally met each other. The players of the team literally met each other at registration not even 48 hours ago. So to see this kind of chemistry with one receiver set, box exchange between the quarterback and the center exchange, and again, Team Ruff comes up with the big play defensively. So now you're starting to see the shift. we talked about as the game progresses, as Team Ruckus has had a couple of miscues that led to it. Coach is taking the time to talk it out. Mike Allison pulls his team to the side after the defense able to get a big turnover on that botched exchange between the quarterback and the center. Let's see if they can build on that momentum offensively and get something going here on the third grade level. Team Ruff out the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Takes the snap a little low. Quick throw, receiver screen, and play is whistled dead. Nice penetration from Team Ruckus to disturb that momentum as it will end up going for a loss of 3. Here in the second quarter of action, scoreless between both teams. Team Ruckus came out with the energy at the start of the game, but now Team Ruff more settled in, looking to take advantage of it. Low snap again, wide receiver screen again, SOS. First time they called, they had a bad snap where the quarterback may have touched his knee down that cost him 3 yards. So they go right back to it. And this time, Team Ruckus swarms to it. They only get a yard out of the deal. Ball still spotted on the 38-yard line. Three receivers. Good snap. Plants his feet, puts it in the air, and nearly intercepted as the secondary able to come up and make a nice play on the ball. They'll spot it back at the 37-yard line. Coach Allison looking to put it in the air. You got quarterbacks use them. You got these dynamic receivers. You got to use them. But unfortunately, unable to keep the drive going, and they will defer and give the ball back to Team Ruckus, who have been on a, I'm not going to say a downslide, but definitely not able to maintain the same momentum that they started the game with. Let's see if they can turn that around and make this interesting. As currently the score is 0-0. Both of these teams building momentum as they move towards the halftime period. Really excited about what the second half holds if both of these teams go into the half 0-0. As again, like I said, the first quarter was Ruckus. The second quarter so far is looking like Ruff. So let's see how it goes as they play out. That offensive line for Team Ruckus comes out onto the football field in lime green. They'll send one receiver to the far side. Good clap, snap high. Hand off on a delayed draw. Gets away from 2 defenders. And he slips in the open field near the 31. We'll give that tackle to Space Ghost, because no one was near him when he fell. here in the second quarter. Second down, ball on the 31-yard line. Team Ruckus breaks the huddle. They'll shift the power side as the receiver goes in motion. And as the defender goes with him, he's informing the other defender to shift over. So to some degree, that timeout will be charged to Coach Mike Allison as the confusion was clearly seen. Let's pause for a quick commercial break. You're watching the RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. Third grade action. RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. Get you some. Fueling our youth consistently everywhere. Sports is what we do. That's why we do it for you. Voice Sports. QB1. Find out more about QB1 athletics. You want to start? Be QB1. And Gridiron Productions LLC, live streaming at its finest. That's right, Florida Youth Athletics, the official gold sponsor of RnR Top 100. RnR Top 100 Super Showcase, live from Showalter Stadium. You're getting a chance to enjoy it live yourself. Belong Solutions. Yeah, what color are you? What you think? RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. Let's get some. As we go back to the action, second down and 12, 14 Ruckus. Some confusion as he'll shift to the far side, but the cornerback's able to do so. High snap. Hand off with a draw. He got a soul train line around the left side and able to advance it up across the 35 to about the 37 before he's brought down. And Coach Sam Curry will take a timeout as well. Here in the waning moments of the first half, both teams have had things to be happy about. Both teams have had things that they will want to go back and build on. As we continue to go deeper and deeper into the game, it just leaves more for you to want to sit back and see, as this is a third grade level, and the spacing, the technique, and the continuity of the teams have still yet to truly emerge. I love the way Team Ruckus came out with a strong energy. They were vibrant. They fed off each other. And over time, Team Ruff kind of, for the lack of a better term, beat it out of them as they're starting to slow the tempo down and try and shift the momentum in this game. I look to see Team Ruckus try and boost that momentum back up to where it was as they go back to Jackson Thompson, the quarterback, very dynamic with his feet and with his arm. He got a weapon on the outside. Team Ruff has to get pressure on him. Low snap and able to get out of the pocket. Told you, watch his legs. Excuse me. And he'll take it up across the 40, carry a couple boys with him, and that's enough for the first down. And the official is right there. And yeah, like I told you, that will be more than enough to move the chain. But so far, Jackson Thompson has made the big key plays that Ruckus needed to keep the drives alive. They'll spot the ball on the 42-yard line. And as the questions continue to field, timeout on the field, as Mike Allison has been able to try and stop the bleeding, if you will, and manage this, as neither team has gotten the splash play they wanted. They continue to dig into it. They continue to try to establish themselves. I think right now, Jackson Thompson is giving them a good solid player. The offensive line has given them some quality blocks. I can't wait to see how they'll be able to bring into play the skill players on the outside, be it the running backs or the receivers. I'm very impressed with Jeffrey Mitchell, number 75 at offensive line. Getting a lot of help from number 38, Wesley Barnett. The big men up front paying the bills, baby. Multiple whistles on the field. And a timeout charge to Team Ruff right behind the timeout that was called for Team Ruckus. So multiple timeouts, as they definitely want to make sure they slow the bleeding. A copy of both rosters are being put up on the screen now for you to see. Check that out. Team Ruckus, led by head coach Sam Curry of the RPG Wildcats. That's right, class of 2032 never looked so good. We just talked about number 75, Jeffrey Mitchell out of Texas. Big man getting it done. Number 20, Kyrie Mitchell. And, of course, number 9, Jackson Thompson out of Texas. Showing off out here. Want to find out more? Go to the website at www.rnrsportsmedia.com. Team Ruff's roster. That's right. Led by head coach Mike Allison of the Mac Dolphins. 2032 never looked so good. A lot of options on this squad right here. I'm telling you. Number 55, Big Kayed Tolliver, the reason for that change up front. We set back to go to action. First down and 10. Direct snap, quarterback change. And a nice handoff. And look at the speed of the halfback. Takes it up to the 50-yard line. Nice run. And that'll be good for about 8 yards on the carry. As the halfback looks to get a official the football. Here you go, playboy. Let me give you the drop. There you go. Just a gentleman, you know what I'm saying? Gentleman with the ball. Second down and 2. With the ball on the 50. Shifting signal callers is Team Ruckus. Again, both coaches' staffs able to use the variety of weapons, skill players, and trenchmen at their disposal to continue to build on what they're doing and how they're doing it. Cheer moments away from halftime. Both teams trying to make a big play. Direct snap. Shows the handoff, but keeps it. And the quarterback goes around the left side. Number space and opportunity. He's to the 30, the 25, the 20, and down near the 18-yard line. Biggest play from scrimmage here today as the quarterback able to fool 9 out of the 11 players on that defense. That would be none other than yours truly, Ryan Phillips out of California, number 4. My man RP is a bad, bad man. That'll give Team Ruckus possession of the football at the 16-yard line. First down and 10.
I'll get the link for you. One second.
This offensive line breaks the huddle. Love always reassure themselves in the spacing. Phillips clearing things out, takes the direct snap, comes around the right side, gets past one, hit and stood up at about the 13-yard line. Nice way to come up and make the tackle. Number 2 for Team Ruff. Zayden Epps out of Maryland. give them a shot. And as both teams move to the sideline, that'll take us to halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the first half of this third grade matchup between Team Ruff and Team Ruckus. At halftime, it's tied up 0-0. We'll be back in just a few moments with the second half of today's game. I'll give you a quick brief synopsis as we open up the second half. But you are watching Gridiron Productions, the finest in live stream. Let's go to a commercial. All right, as we get ready for the second half, we got a couple of quick things we want to make note of. Got a comment inside of the comments box that said that it was a name correction, as on our rosters, the young man number 75 is listed as Jeffrey Mitchellmore. It is actually Chandler. So his name is Chandler Mitchellmore, not Jeffrey. We'll make that adjustment accordingly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But as, of course, my man Coach Kev is able to put the rosters up, you see what we have, and that's what I was going by. No harm, no foul, but we will make the adjustment. Chandler Mitchellmore wearing 75 for Team Ruckus. Chandler Mitchellmore. As we get ready to go into the second half, both teams had their opportunities in the first half to establish themselves. Some said by the way the game was going, Team Ruckus got off to an amazing start, yet unable to get the splash play. Team Ruff came out a little tentative, a little slow. You know, sometimes you wake up in the morning that way, you say, man, I'll get there when I get there. But by the start of the second quarter, the intensity of Team Ruckus started to fade as the plays were starting to be made by Team Ruff. The management of both these teams, both by Mike Allison to be able to buy his team enough time to start to wipe the crust out their eyes and realize you in a football game. This should set the tone for a great second half as Coach Sam Curry is going to probably go into the halftime and say, hey, I want to get you guys to get that energy back up. That energy was able to establish what we wanted to do. They had some nice plays, every bit of from 7 to 12 yards plus, whether it was on the ground, whether it was a sweep left or a draw right or a delay. They took advantage of it, had great blocking regardless up front from that offensive line. I look to see Team Ruckus try and build on it as Team Ruff looks to continue to settle them down. Here to start the third quarter off, Team Ruckus with possession of the football. Now let's get ready to get down to business. And trying that left side, trying the right side, and not much success. He's brought down near the 26. A pickup of maybe one will make it second down and 9 for Team Ruckus. Again, Team Ruckus in the lime green. Team Ruff, the electric blue and purple. Today's action brought to you by none other than the finest in live streaming, Gridiron Productions. Shouts out to my man Kevin Hawthorne and the fam on staff as we got a great slate of games set to come your way here today. Out of the shotgun, sends a man in motion, cross the formation, fake jet. Quarterback keeps it as that play was broken up in the backfield, still looking for somewhere to go. Ooh! Gets away from another, able to make the most good jab step, takes it upfield. He's across the 40, and it's a foot race across the 50, splits the defenders and takes it up. And talk about improvising. This young man able to showcase what he does with his legs. That's Ryan Phillips again. Phillips had one of the bigger plays in the first half using his legs. And in that busted play, able to make something happen. Now, when you start talking about all-star games and all-star teams, you have some of the best players from their individual squads representing, as you see the collection of different helmets throughout the football field spectrum. Now, as you see that spectrum, when those plays break down, the truly special ones are the ones who are able to make the most of what they see in front of them, and that's usually where your splash plays come from. Also on that's where you usually find out who's fundamentally sound when those plays break down. How they adjust, how they adapt. Do the linemen keep blocking or do they just stand around? Do the D tackles stop pressing or do they start walking around? You get a chance to see that. And here on the third grade level, quick snap high, hands it off, tries to get around the right side and will not get much as the outside end set his containment, saw the run behind him, turned around and crashed down and got to the ball carrier, able to sandwich him with that DN. Play good for maybe a yard, puts him at the 44-yard line. Dare say 43. 1, 2, 3, yep. Team Ruckus breaks the huddle. Team Ruff, not flashy, but effective. Out of the shotgun, sends a man in motion, high snap, and tries to hand off on the sweep. That'll go for a loss that'll set him back to the 46. Team Ruckus breaks the huddle. Making sure they lined it up right. They need a big play right here. Sends a man in motion, and again, Phillips flushed out of the pocket, goes around the right side, finds some room, whistles on the play as he advances it up to about the 37 before he goes down. And he's slow to get up. And the officials will take that timeout. As we see a couple players on their knees, and the coaching staff call up for coaching staff from the Ruckus sideline or over. Phillips slow to get up, but now walking back over under his own esteem as the crowd claps and claps accordingly. Phillips is tough as nails, shows his ability at athleticism, boy. That'll put the ball again at the 38-yard line. And the play clock will resume here in the third quarter of action. Fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, and eighth grade action set to come your way. Full day of great games. Hey, and who better to bring it to you than the finest in live streaming, Gridiron Productions. Team Ruckus breaks the huddle. Need a big play right here. As Jackson Thompson goes back in at quarterback, and the play will have flags pre-snap. The official pointing towards Team Ruckus. And indeed, he will walk it off. Another 5. So they'll go from the 38 to the 44 real fast. As they talk some more, they start to walk it off. So it looks like Team Ruckus did defer. So first down and 10, as possession will put them down on the 20-yard line. As once you defer, it'll never put you inside the 20. 35-yard walk-off, but it'll never put you down inside the 20, put you at the 20 at best. So now the official giving the kick signal as deferring the ball, for those of you at home who don't understand it, removes the special teams element of the game, meaning you won't see a punt team, you won't see a kickoff team. They'll start the drive at the 25 or the 35. When they opt to defer, they'll walk off 35 to 40 yards, depending on the age level. But it cannot be placed inside the 20. So a quick snap and a handoff, and they'll take it up the middle of the field and advances it forward up to about the 25 before he's brought down. Team Ruff looking to build momentum. And has every right to try and turn this thing around. They have been very calm and settled. The defense able to stop Team Ruckus's opening drive here in the third quarter. Now let's see if Team Ruff, led by head coach Mike Allison, can turn this thing into a tortoise and the head type deal. Ruckus being more the quick pace, and Ruff wants to just take their time and punch away. Flags on the play pre-snap, and that will go against Team Ruckus, and that will benefit them to the tune of another 5 yards. As the official will indeed walk it off up to the 30. Yeah, if the infraction was called at the 25 and you walk off 5 yards, that's an automatic first down, player. No diggity, no doubt. 0-0 to score in this one. Which team do you think will be the first one to score? Let's see what you put down in the comments, all you watching at home. Who you think's going to score first based on this momentum? Good snap, handoff, and they'll try the left side and stood up at the line of scrimmage as players whistle dead. And looking to check around, got some room, an electrifying play that got the crowd going crazy as they'll take it up to about the 33, 34-yard line, testing that right side. Looking for momentum builders is Team Ruff. All right. As the sound of music from the stadium continues to build more and more, they will spot the ball at the 33-yard line as we prepare to start. As Team Ruckus looking to build that energy, looking for it. You see it in their body language. They want that energy they started the game with back, and they're fighting for it. But I think Coach Allison has done a tremendous job at utilizing his timeouts, his play calling to slow the game down, to take that steam off of them. And they are fighting. Look, the kids want to be hyped. They want to be hyped. But Coach Allison has slowed this game down to a standstill to benefit what his offense and defense wants to do. So as we get things started here in the fourth quarter of action, they're slowing this game. Team Ruff wants to slow this down to a turtle's pace. Good snap, quick throw, caught in the flat, and able to pick up maybe 2. And that, again, that slow pace, while it may be what Coach Allison is trying to establish to take the momentum away from Ruckus, offensively, they haven't been able to get the splash play or put together a series of plays to keep their drives alive, as they again will defer and put their defense back on the football field. 0-0 to score here in the fourth quarter. And Team Ruckus sets to bring their offense back out onto the football field. This could be a pivotal series right here, as if Team Ruckus can put some points on the board, Team Ruff has been trying to find their rhythm all game long, and this could go on to be something that you'll have to see play out itself. Interesting here in the first game that it's become more chess than checkers, and you would expect that not only from the quality and caliber of players at his disposal, but the coaching provided here. Both teams want to win. Both team have their approaches and their perspectives. Let's see who comes out as the time now is on either squad side. Team Ruckus comes back out. Drops back and pressure up the middle from that defense. And Team Ruff able to get to the quarterback quickly. That will go for a loss of 2 to start the drive off. So 2nd down and 13 for Team Ruckus. I see the scheme and the philosophy, Coach Ruff. Oh, and again, look at the defense on this side of the line of scrimmage and able to get free. Oh my goodness. Able to step up and make the hit near the 39, but not before an electrifying run. Number 4, Ryan Phillips, boy, he got a bad case of the quicks. Yeah. Boy, quick as they come, boy. Keep them feet chopping. 3rd down and 7. This is not too far. This is not considered long down and distance for Team Ruckus, who when they are productive, can pick up plays. They pick up nice chunks of yards on their plays. Under center, takes a snap. And ball on the ground. Ball on the ground. And the ball will roll around the 35, and he will be tackled down. Wow. And again, Coach Allison's defensive philosophy able to take the momentum and bring it back into their favor defensively. So the defense has been very active and very dominant here in the second half at being able to take away any kind of attempt that Team Ruckus wants to put together to get that energy back. But can this offense that has struggled get it done and get down the field? They'll put the ball at the 35-yard line. You need to pick up 65 yards to prove to me you can get it done. And I believe that Coach Sam Curry feels the same way, because that defense has been just as suffocating to his offense as Team Ruff's defense has been to Coach Coach Alice's offense. So let's go at it. Let's see what happens. This is where it shows. This is when you're at the stadium. The 12th man may decide this one based upon the energy they give or don't give. You got to build that zeal up. This is going to be a great game. As of course, it went from being checkers to chess a long time ago. Let's see if Team Ruff can work their way down the field. Play clock resumes. And every camera and video team is out there waiting for that splash play. The pistol gives the handoff, got some space, bounces to the right side. There you go, the 45 to 50 and across midfield and out of bounds. And yes, here they go. Now, Team Ruff is feeling the vibe. Can Team Ruckus's defense stop them? We'll see in a second. But that big run from scrimmage gives them every reason to feel like momentum is going the way they want it. They'll go again. Nice jump cut on the interior, take it up to the 44 before he's brought down. Nice carry again on the ground by Team Ruff. So in one aspect, you go, how can he do that? Man, look. You see a big Kaye right there? Whew. Yeah, boy, that's a whole lot of Popeye's chicken sandwiches right there, boy. All right, good snap. Handoff. Goes around the right side, got some room. Spins free. And got turned around in the crowd. Ball on the 41-yard line. Out of the pistol, handoff, and goes right up the gut. And that's another carry for 6+. Takes him up to the 36-yard line. And the energy now, not coming from the Team Ruckus sideline, but coming from the Team Ruff sideline, as you hear, the 12th man now more involved for them. Low snap, but able to hand it off, and they'll go around the right side again. Give me 5 more. Shit, yo. Hey, you ever seen the story, the turtle in the hair? Well, I'll tell you right now, most people didn't understand how the turtle won the race. You get a chance to see it on the gridiron. Ball on the 32 as Team Ruckus takes the timeout now, as Coach Sam Curry wants to break the momentum that Team Ruff is building. You are watching the third grade RnR Sports Top 100 Super Showcase live from Winter Park, Florida. Let's go to a commercial break. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this great game. RnR Top 100 Super Showcase. Gotta love it. Viewing our youth consistently everywhere sports is what we do. See tomorrow's stars today. Voice Sports. QB1 Athletics. You want to be a starting QB? You better get that QB1 mentality. And nobody does it better than Gridiron Productions live streaming. Gridiron Productions, LLC. Florida Youth Athletics, the official gold sponsor of RnR Sports Media. Here it is in the fourth quarter. Looking to continue that momentum that they got on the run. They shift to the wide side and got space. Cuts across the formation. They go to 20 to 15 to 10 to 5. Touch a neighbor. Tell them you love them on a Sunday morning. Touchdown. And the first touchdown of the day comes from Team Ruff. And the celebration continues. And now Team Ruckus, the team that came in with all of the energy and the momentum and the swag, now has to find a way to muster that up here in the fourth quarter and see if they can respond. Interesting that we watched it happen right in front of your eyes. They'll line up for the point after attempt in just a moment. 6-0 to score. Team Ruff comes out, lines up for the point after attempt, getting more than 6 yards a carry coming out of that strong and that weak formation pistol. I would be surprised if they can't pick up 3 yards right here. Now, the question is, how serious is this Ruckus defense and how much has the touchdown being scored against them played against their momentum? Now, the penalty on the play will back them up, which will make it more challenging. Interesting to see what call Mike Allison will keep, as they've had success. And they'll go back to the same theory, keep running it. And it's good for 4, but not enough to get that point after attempt. So with the score 6-0 here in the fourth quarter, Team Ruckus will prepare to send their offense out onto the football field with the need to respond here in the waning moments of this game here on the third grade level. The first of a great collection of games here today, brought to you by none other than the finest live streaming Gridiron Productions and Voice Sports. How about you chime in the comments if you think Team Ruckus can go down the field and respond to this by getting in the end zone? Do you think they can do it? Let's check out what you say in the comments. Let's see what happens. Do you think 1 touchdown is enough to win this game? Some tend to think the fireworks show isn't over yet. We'll find out. Will it be Team Ruckus's offense, or will it be Team Ruff's defense that seals the deal as this game continues to go on? Either way, very engaging to watch and enjoy. Great football set to come your way on various age and grade levels. So I tell you what you do. Go on, grab that French toast and them cheese eggs and sit down and enjoy this great game in front of your big screen and rock out with your boys. Gridiron Productions and Voice Sports. Let's do it. Yeah, bring me some of that king syrup over here. It's going down. And out of the shotgun, dual halfbacks, 2 receivers at his disposal on the outside. Shows it to the halfback. That play is busted. Keeps it. And able to go around the left side. Nice pickup with his legs. Again, Ryan Phillips using that offensive line as the left side of that Ruckus offensive line has been really performing up to par, as he's always going to that left side and finding daylight. Ball on the 34-yard line. Set to get things going. Out of the shotgun. Showing 2 receivers to the near side. Phillips with a man in motion. Gives the handoff. And he stood up at the 35. A minimal pickup on the carry as this Team Ruff defense has to take the philosophy, just keep everything in front of you. Don't let anybody get behind you. Don't let anybody get past you. The longer you string this game out, the more the clock plays against what Team Ruckus wants to do. So in this facet, as you watch the game play out, Coach Mike Allison came in with the mentality to slow the game down and be patient. And now time is on his side. Yes, it is. Can they stop him? We'll find out. 2 receivers to the near side. Can Team Ruckus get that splash play? Uh-oh, they going up top chicken box. And incomplete. Nice coverage on the outside. 2 receivers putting up the 50-50 ball. Ball on the 35-yard line. Showing 2 receivers to the far side. Phillips takes the clap snap. Handoff, looks to go around and run. It's not going to happen, as that Ruff defense, again, like I said, keep everything in front of you. Don't let anybody pass you. And able to bring them down at the 36-yard line, a minimal gain. Team Ruff able to continue to showcase their ability to stifle this Ruckus offense. A stop right here, a turnover on downs, or a turnover period can pretty much seal the deal for Team Ruff if they can get it. Take nothing away from the energy and playmaking ability of Team Ruckus. A splash play only takes 2 seconds. Showing 2 receivers out of the shotgun, takes the snap high. Flushed out is Phillips. Oh, excuse me. Gets away from 1. Got a good seal-off block. Got a second one, and he cut backwards. The reverse jump cut will make it 4th down and about 12. And Team Ruff is already celebrating. Here in the 4th quarter, if you're Team Ruckus, do you defer or do you go for it? It's the 4th quarter. Do you go for it or do you defer? I don't exactly see the referee walking it off. So I'm gonna tell you right now, looks like Coach Sam Curry is getting ready to dig into the trick bag. And in doing so, you kind of put all your eggs in one basket. I hope you dyed them, because it's nowhere near Easter. So a big play here for Team Ruckus. 4th down and 4. And they're going to spread them out 5 wide. Yeah. And Coach Allison wants to talk about it. They showing 5 wide. Nobody on the defense moved to accommodate. Timeout on the field. Ryan Phillips, the lone quarterback, very dynamic. A direct snap, and Phillips in the open field could be a good answer, but also Phillips has the ability to plant his feet and throw a good football. And with the array of weapons that Ruckus has on the outside at receiver and running back, Again, the splash play is always looming with this team. Now, Team Ruff and Mike Allison has done what they could all game long to prevent the splash play and limit what they've been able to do. When you go back and look at some of the footage from the first quarter, the adjustments made in coaching and utilizing the talent they have in possession makes this an interesting play call right here with 5 wide. Good snap. Oh, and able to get through quickly. Gets away as Phillips again, looking, throws, bang, and caught. Big pickup. Just like I said, the ability to get it done is always looming with this Ruckus squad as the reception is made as Ryan Phillips able to move out of the pocket and use his feet and still make a beautiful throw into double coverage. Come on, bro. Come on now. It got to be the top 100 superstar showcase, y'all. They superstars and running cars out here, and they're going to go back to the 5 wide. As time is not on their side, and that offensive line heard the whistle. That's the only reason all them blue jerseys was able to get through there quickly. I'm telling you right now, Coach Sam Curry is ready to dial it up. And this defense needs to just go ahead and peel their ears back and concentrate on getting to the quarterback because Phillips can take advantage of you. Quick snap. Again, flushed out the pocket. Phillips looking downfield, pressured, backpedaling, and surrounded by blue jerseys, and the defense will get to him as Phillips had nowhere to go with the football. But the clock will continue to run until that timeout was taken. Coach is looking for anything to stop the clock. Sideline warning, anything. Throw a flag or something. They'll end up taking the timeout. Looking for any kind of answer to stop the bleeding. This Ruff team has taken over the momentum of the game. When you look at all of the star-studded rosters, you look at the coaching, it's the momentum, it's the time of possession, it's how you utilize the clock that has been such a catalyst in this third grade game. The offensive line for Ruckus has been great, but you're starting to see now that with Team Ruff just sending their rushes, Phillips is got all day. As long as he'll lose that first defender, if he'll lose the first defender, he in business. But I'm going to tell you right now, this young man for Ruff is coming off the edge and getting to him without a problem. I want to say that's Ryder Mitchell out of Florida. And yet another flag pre-snap. Second down and 14. Anything that can go wrong has gone wrong. Coming up next, 5th grade action, the class of 2030. If it's any inclination as to the quality and competitive nature of both teams set to take to the field next, if you're going to base it off what you just saw right here, I'm expecting chess matches all day today. One of the reasons I was excited about looking at all of these games and being a part of it is the fact that most all-star events are checkers. You want to do this and do that and no blitzing and no this, that, and the other, and rules accommodate for high scoring. Well, this RnR Sports Top 100 Super Showcase say I want to put the best of the best against the best of the best on the sidelines Let's turn this thing into a chess match and find out it has some great games. And this is just one inclination of it. Showing 5 right with Ryan Phillips, and that's another play. They'll let him go, and Phillips shows the arm, bang, and that's caught at the 32. Was he in bounds? No. Pass rule incomplete. 3rd down. But you get a chance to see Phillips got an arm. Young man, bad. That's a bad boy right there. As the secondary for Team Ruff is back some 10 yards off the receiver. Look at the donut they giving him here. Goodness gracious, that's that Krispy Kreme set. Drops back, got time, gets around the edge, Phillips, and plays it as he'll take it out to about the 42-yard line. Phillips using his legs. 4th down and 5. According to the timekeeper, this could very well be the last play of the game. Can they get in the end zone and tie it? Boy, oh boy. This is what highlight reels are made of. Phillips in the pocket. No setbacks. Gets it. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a man on his back ear. He pulls it down and he'll step out of bounds for the first. And as he ran out of bounds, waiting for the officials to say whether that's ball game or if he got out of bounds in time to run another play. The officials are talking about it. You better watch it. Yeah, the officials looking up at the press box and telling the guys, hey, let's flag that off. Regardless, it's 1st down. They'll put the ball back out on the field. Ball on the 36. Nah, ball on the 36, Playboy. We still got some action left. Can this Ruckus offense make the play needed? The defense back deep. Phillips didn't take the shot the last 2 times. All it takes is one player to be asleep at the wheel and a timeout will be charged to Coach Mike Allison. The energy is in place, but can they get in the end zone is a question. This Ruff defense has been playing smart football all day, and I'm sure that Coach is saying the same thing I said earlier, which is keep everything in front of you, don't let nobody behind you, and definitely keep your eye on the football. Your ends contain on the outside. Stop letting Phillips get free and look down the field while he's on the run. He can hurt you and hurt you bad. He definitely has the arm to make the throw, but if the coverage is in place, there's nowhere to throw it to. I can guarantee you it's a conversation, but for Coach Curry, I'm pretty sure he's telling Phillips, if you see it, go for it. You got weapons, throw it to him. All or nothing right here. You got 5 receivers out there. You got a top 100 offensive line in front of you. Step up and either make the throw or run for 40 yards. The snap, Phillips, pump fakes, throws to the flat, wide, and out of bounds near the 36. So even though the completion is good and a pickup of 2, also able to quickly stop the clock. Phillips with a head smart play, able to pick up something and see if this defense pulls themselves out of position or gets comfortable in any way, shape, or form. Phillips in the backfield by himself out of the shotgun, 5 receivers. Good snap. Got some time, steps up, throws it with all he got. And is it intercepted? Looked like he lost his footing as he throwed it. And indeed, that is the game, as this one will come to a close. Team Ruff will take the first game of the day on the third grade level. Congratulations to both teams, and the effort and energy was definitely in place. This was a chess match, not checkers. Primetime players to be announced on the field by Coach Cat himself. For all of us here at Gridiron Productions, my man Kevin, my man Isaiah from 302, my man Darian from the Seal, and of course, yours truly. That'll conclude the third grade game here, live from Florida. 6-0 to score. Third grade Ruff squad takes the victory. We'll be back with the fifth grade game coming up next.